Good morning, guys. How are we all doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. This is our Bitcoin morning update. So if you guys wouldn't mind smashing that like button, and we will go straight over to those charts. Just a second. There we go. Yeah, so in fact we'll go over to the 4 hour first. So Bitcoin on the 4 hour, you can see we had our little pullback yesterday. So wicks below our last our last of our close levels of support. Obviously our next level of support is down in the mid 17,000s, but we had these two levels here. Basically the 19,000 and pretty much the 18,500, and supported by the 18,500, and we're back over the 19,000 level as well. So this is not looking too bad here. This is not looking too bad at all. If you squint, you can see an inverted head and shoulders. I mean, you don't really have to squint. You can pretty much see it, can't you? You could probably. I'm not going to leave this line on because it will definitely just annoy me a lot. But you could draw a line here. So you've got the left shoulder, the head, and then are we potentially forming a right shoulder? That would, in fact, we might leave this on, you know, because it could be quite interesting, because then that would give us another potential target of probably about the same as the other one, maybe a little bit higher. Yeah, so around this 23 level. I don't like to mess my chart up like this, but yeah, I mean, this could be what we've got playing out here. This could be what we've got playing out. Yeah. Yeah, so that's it now. I'll speak to you guys later on today. But no, this is just one of the possibilities. Obviously, if we do break above here, we are going to see acceleration to the upside anyway. I would assume. And yeah, it's a pretty similar target to the actual bull flag target of this move, which obviously hasn't played out as a bull flag now. It did break to the downside, so we will actually get rid of that one now, and we'll just stick with this potential inverse head and shoulders. So yeah, potentially looking good on that basis. The other drawback is the this major trend line that we've had drawn in here for a while. Let me just extend this out a little bit now. Extend this out. It does appear that we have lost this, back tested this, and then I will just adjust it slightly here. Yeah, lost this, back tested this, and well, we are now got rejected by the back test. So that is typically not the greatest indicator that you would want to see. But if we do turn back up here, I mean, we are very close to this all-time high macro resistance. So if we do take that out, I mean, just expect acceleration to the upside, and also it will coincide with breaking back above this trend line also. And then yeah, incidentally, our next target we've got up here, of this around this level, pretty much does line up with this targeted move here as well. So is that what is happening? So yeah, I mean, we've got clear levels to manage trades off. Realistically, we've got this level here. If we come and close any candles, any 4-hour candles or high, well, if we close a higher, we're going to close a 4 hour, but if we close basically below this 18,500, then yeah, I would expect we are probably going to come down and test the bottom of the range, if not at a minimum test like 17,500. And obviously if we start closing candles like well it's basically 20k, isn't it? It's basically highs. Then I think we'll have that acceleration to the upside, and then things are getting crazy for Bitcoin as it is, but things could potentially get crazier, and we can then probably trade in this zone potentially for a bit, and then we decide, are we going to push on and we're going to range here, or are we going to break back down? So DXY, as you can see, well, it's trying to put in a little bounce, but is this just going to be one of the breakdown and back tests, and then we get rejected from the back test potentially? Remember, that's how the bigger traders play. They're not necessarily going to trade the breakout because of liquidity issues, but they are going to then sell into basically the back test, the actual touch of it, and then actually the acceleration away. They'll sell into all of that because then they can basically get enough of their position on without affecting the price so much. So are we gonna? Is this what's happening? Are we gonna get this back test of the of this trend line, and then the dollar? Well, not the trend line, but of this breakdown zone, and then a collapse of the dollar. A collapse is obviously very hyperbolic. It's not going to be a collapse. It's just going to be another leg down in the same vein that we had here. Let's have a look at that Bitcoin dominance. I'm guessing it's still just hanging around. It is just hanging around. It is kind of out of this formation here. But so far as formations on the Bitcoin dominance, I'm not a massive fan of them, in all fairness. I think I have said that before about charting and fundamentally analysing the Bitcoin dominance. But yeah, I mean, nonetheless, we are out of that. Let's have a look at Ethereum USD first. Ethereum USD holding up inside our range here, so that is obviously good. A break above obviously these highs 625 would be good. Break below this low here of 555 would not be so good. The Ethereum BTC pairing as well, holding up nicely, really holding up here. I mean, it's got to make a decision. Is it gonna? I mean, I would probably argue lose this trend line, lose this line here, lose this horizontal, lose this trend line, or break above this horizontal here, and then we'll start to look good in that. I think the market is basically waiting to see where what happens with the DXY, and then also what happens with Bitcoin at this level. Are we going to break through this level, or are we going to keep confined within this range, even if it is just consolidation just under this horizontal, just under this zone here, or do we then make a move down? This is a point where people hold their breath. Are we going down? Are we going up? Are we going down? Or are we staying? So I think that's what the market is deciding at the moment. Obviously, we have got a 12-hour TD9, so that could potentially weigh in on price. I don't think we've got nothing on the daily either. And then don't forget, just keep in the back of your mind that we're on the monthly, and I show you guys enough times how TD9s can play out. They don't always, but they can do, and obviously the larger the time frame, the obviously the more impact they'll have. The highest time frame one that we've got being the bi-weekly, which is only half of a monthly, pretty much, and you can see that did play out very nicely. So be aware that basically the monthly is 2x this. So yeah. We'll have a whiz through those stochastics. Our stochastic is going to give us a hand to break through here. I would expect the 10 and 12 hour probably getting a bit tired now, and we could struggle to get that momentum to break through. But if the dollar does dump, then yes, we may get that impetus, but the dollar doesn't necessarily have to go down in a straight line. 4 hour though is bullish resetting here, so it is coming down, ready to turn back up and give us more upward impetus. Yeah, 10 hour is looking toppy and turning back over, and 12 hour is looking like it wants to potentially turn back over also. Daily pointing up though, so it is fed through to the daily now though. Daily is pointing up, but 2 day pointing down, 3 day pointing down. I would just look at the daily as the odd one out. I've said 10 and 12 hour more preferred ones, along with the 4 hour for more shorter term momentum. So yeah, if I had to guess, guys, I would say we're not going to take out this high, and break up on this pass. I think we will we're either just going to manage to hold up in this area here whilst the 12 hour and the 10 hour reset, or probably more likely for me is we're going to come down to probably around the mid 17,000s, and then yeah, then we can hold here, move back up, trade in sort of this top half, or we could lose that, and at which point we'll be looking at mid 60,500s. But I mean, unless the dollar does have a big move up, which I don't think it is going to, but unless it does, I think realistically we won't lose this 17,500 level. I think we will be fine to stay in this zone, just mount up a bit more, yeah, consolidate, hold up here, and then yeah, and then see how we go. Obviously we could trade sideways here and then start to move up and then put in this other shoulder on this inverted head and shoulders and break up, so we'll keep an eye on that as well. Lots of speculation, lots of if buts and maybes, but I guess that's trading. Nothing serious. Nothing is serious. Everything is serious. Nothing is what was I trying to say? Nothing is guaranteed. I don't know why I was trying to say that began with S. Nothing is guaranteed. Nothing is certain. That was it. Certain doesn't mean give me this, does it? What is wrong with me? But yeah, so nothing is certain. Everything is probabilities, if buts and maybes, and waiting for confirmation. So I mean, for me, closing 4 hours below around this 18.5 level, closing 4 hours above, basically, I mean, actually we could probably call it 19,900. It's big ranges, big numbers, or what could happen if we trade sideways here, just with an upward bias, putting this head, this right shoulder, and then basically take out the neckline and hit our projected target of around 23k. So yeah, there we go. So yeah, remember guys, this is not a financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. Always do your own research. Haircut today, well, I say today, in like about 50 minutes, so I'm so glad to be getting that done. You guys will be able to see the bold side of my head again later this evening. So yeah, thanks for listening, and I will speak to you guys later on today.